Welcome to the Temple of Flame. On today at Pick Black Lights, we take a look at this. And what this is from Dukes, it is the, probably you wouldn't be able to read that maybe in the thumbnail, I'm not sure. The flavor mayo, it is the spicy habanero, and it sort of, I think, bolsters my idea that 2025 will definitely tapering off quite a lot as far as stuff aimed at chili heads. If anything, is the year of the habanero. I never thought I'd be doing a spicy mayo. Oh, yes. And I don't know how this is going to go. So you can see there is onion juice in here. I don't know how that's going to be. We do have a habanero as well. And you can see it is not at all. It's not the thick prepared stuff that we're used to. For sure. So, natural flavors. I don't know if that'll be an extract or not. I don't know what to expect of this. This could go south in a hurry. Let's see, here's the... It smells more or less like a regular mayo. We will keep that in there for now. And so as much as I don't like doing the white spoon of ketchup, I was actually wondering how I was going to do this. You know, we got the white spoon here for our contrast, our white point, and I was like, oh, how is this going to go? Because if it is, you know, like a normal mayo colored mayo, then I don't want a whole spoonful of that. But you can see here it is, see, it's very, very thick, very sticky. It holds to a spoon that doesn't like things to be stuck to it. It's upside down right now. But it's this sort of light orangish color. I guess you're sort of chili mayo color, as it were. I honestly, so I do keep mayo on hand. I don't keep Miracle Whip, I keep mayo. And I like mayo as an accent, and that means that I like it fairly sparingly. And this is a lot at once to go with nothing else, but I guess we'll give it a go and see what happens. It doesn't taste bad, but I don't like that mouthfeel at all. Ooh. And they put the sleeve on crooked. I don't know if you saw that earlier, but kind of interesting. They're calling it habanero garlic, which I think is probably actually about right. Garlic is fairly forward in the flavor here. Yeah, anyway. So, I didn't feel like driving around. I went to McDonald's. And I got some fries. There's a little story behind this. We'll talk about that in a minute. Alright. McDonald land, I guess. I don't know what this new promotion is. We'll see how far this goes. Now, Here's the Deluxe McCrispy. And let's just... I forgot to tell them not to put mayo on it, but they usually do a pretty abysmal job of putting mayo on it. So I wasn't super concerned about. I do like... Let's get this out of the spoon. I guess we might as well just not waste it. Actually, I don't need that. There's a sort of artificial off flavor to this. I don't like very much. So, let's put a little bit here. So I don't know how far into this we're going to go. I like mayo in a fairly specific way. Maybe we'll throw just a tad more on there. See if we can get any heat out of this. I think this is a really interesting idea, though. A habanero mayo. Pretty wacky. I could... I don't know. Is it going to work with tuna fish? And I might try it with some other stuff after this. So, I'm having it here on these fries. Probably not for very long. But, so back when I was in high school, my best friend, and I guess at some point him and his family had gone to Europe on a trip or something or other. And so we're at some fast food joint. I don't remember which one. Well, he's worldly, doing the whole fuck. I don't know. I don't think I could do that. There's a certain greasiness to this I don't like. Anyway, he's doing the world traveler bit, you know. Young, dumb kids. He's going on about... There's a little sparkly heat here. I'm going to try to get the ratio right here. Anyway, he's going on about... In Europe, they don't eat ketchup on their fries. They eat mayo. And so I'm like... Nobody'd ever heard of this at that time, right? And even back then, I'm kind of a food explorer, but also, you know, this dude is, it doesn't take much to persuade me. So I try it. He wants me to try it. You know, people want you to like the same shit they like. Oh, I'm like, all right. You know, he's asking for mayo and all this business. Cup of mayo at the counter. So I try it, and I'm not a big fan of mayo. I never really have been. And I'm like, it's okay. And then at that point, I started mixing it with ketchup. This is back in the fairly... this would have been in the 80s. Now, of course, I see what's basically either ketchup or barbecue sauce mixed with mayo, and they're calling it fry sauce and all this, but nothing new under the sun. We were doing that shit back then. Anyway, the taste of this has got there's an off flavor to it. So when I can wind up getting a bunch of it, like just that flavor by itself, like on these fries, I don't love that. Oh, we got, oh, I guess it's not quite burnt. Okay, so this is a deluxe mess is what this is. Here's, this one actually is regular mayo is just falling out of this fucking thing. Jesus. But to be fair, let me just try it with regular mayo and some lettuce. So, I do like McDonald's mayo. I think their mayo is better on fries. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it that this doesn't have. I wish it did. It's more lively of a mayo. Throw a tad more on there. It's not really standing up to this. That's probably too much. Well, we'll have one bite like that and see what happens. Well, so I'll give it a default 1 for heat. Heat is pretty minimal here. This really, honestly, it reads as something really experimental. Like they're still playing around with it in the kitchen. Yeah. So, here's kind of where I'm falling on this. It is not as good as the McDonald's mayo. Flavor-wise. And I've certainly had, you know, chili mayo a few fair number of times. Sometimes I'll go to a sushi place and that's what they'll want to put on their sushi. This one just has an artificiality I don't like about it. I am really interested to see how it pairs with the mustard. So, obviously not in this video because I don't have any regular mustards, but at some point I do want to try that. I'm going to get some ketchup for these. I don't like any more of that. It really just comes across as more odd, I think, than anything else. Like, it's really unclear to me what they were trying to do here. Most of the chilies, you know, the chili mayos I see, they use like a powder. This one is mayo and then all this other stuff. But why? I really truly do not understand what they were going for here. Like, why would you do that? What? I don't know what you gain by that. Just make a habanero mayo if that's what you want to do. But throwing in all this other stuff is like, why? For what? For what possible reason would you do that? It kind of degrades things, I think, a little bit. I am very pleased that I had the foresight to chill this first, though. This would have been borderline unbearable at room temperature. You know, in a lot of ways, I almost feel like it's more a gimmick than anything else. Like I said, heat is very minimal. Like, I guess if I really want this, I'm just going to have to make it myself. If I want a habanero mayo, and I've got habanero flakes, I kind of think I could just get habanero and mix it with the flakes, maybe some paprika for color. I think that's what they're using here. You just don't... I'm sure you could throw some lemon juice in there, I guess. I don't... There's garlic and garlic juice and onion juice. Like, why? Natural flavors, I don't know what those are. It's baffling to me, I guess. I don't understand what they were trying to do here. And without being able to understand that, I can't say whether they've succeeded or not. What I will say is this is not a product I find particularly enjoyable, and I am most likely going to give this away at some point. I am going to try to kick it around the kitchen a little bit and play with it a little bit more and see if I can find somewhere where it's good. But I have I'm almost out actually of the regular mayo that I keep at hand, and I don't want to use this, so I've got to run myself out of the regular mayo, so I have no choice. And then I guess at that point, either I'm gonna take my happy ass to the grocery store and get more, or maybe I will find where this works best. I don't know. I don't understand it. Also, we've got very clearly jalapenos pictured on the front, but I don't see jalapeno anywhere on the list. I wish there was jalapenos in here, or some chipotle or something. That would have improved this greatly. I'm just kind of baffled at this, I guess, and I think that's probably where we're going to leave it. So, default one for heat. I don't like the flavor particularly. It's got an artificiality to it I don't like. And there you go. That was the Duke's Spicy Habanero Mayo. Now go full in peace to serve the flame.